Hi everyone, it's Cherie from Paper Pieces and Leftovers. Today we're going to glue this little guy together. But I wanted to explain how to glue him together because I made a mistake on the first one I did. You're going to glue his tail and his body down to the base, your ears and ear pads. You're going to glue the base behind the football, and then you're going to glue his leg and his face on top of the base and the football. I glued his head down first and his leg. The leg was no problem. If you glued the leg on first, just cut out another one and put it over the football. And the head, if you did glue him together before putting him on the football, you're going to cut right along the football here. That way, well, along the base. And after you glue the football on, it'll slide underneath his head for you. And that was really the only way I could fix it. But I went ahead and made another one because I'd never send that to a customer, knowing that it was in literal bits and pieces, paper pieces and leftovers. So that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and glue him together. I did glue the helmet together first. So for the helmet, it's going to be this strip goes on the helmet base and then the white part goes on after, or whatever color you'd like. I've done a few of these sets and I have a lot of orders for them, so they're all different colors. This set is for me and my husband because we're Kansas City Chiefs fans. And then, of course, the little cheerleader. I have high school cheerleading football pictures, and this is actually my high school team color, but this is for another customer. So I cut it out in the width of 8.6. Make sure the lock is on. It'll auto adjust your height to 7.04. We're going to start with his legs, and it doesn't matter if you do left or right first. I'm using art glitter glue, and my Barely Art glue bottle just needs to be refilled. It's really whichever one's full for the video is the one that I grabbed. Those are the two that I use. I know there are tons more out there. I just don't know the names of them all. Sorry about that. Any glue, as long as it is acid and lignin free, you want something that's going to be archival and not warp your paper. So we're going to glue his body on next. I generally work from the bottom up. That is just the way I do it. You can go from top to bottom, but make sure you glue the legs on before the body. And I notice just going from bottom to top, I do it all in the right order. And because he's at a little bit of a slant, I want to make sure his body's even, so I'm going to pick him up. I pre-do the faces. Now I see a lot of the other girls are too, because they are very time consuming. And I have to put my face really close to it to get the eyelashes on because I need reading glasses and I just haven't made an eye doctor appointment yet. I am as blind as a bat, literally. So for him, I am using the last bit of my caramel by American Crafts. And for the ear pads, it is the color Peony by American Crafts as well. I'm trying to use a lot of what I have and not keep ordering paper because I'm a paper hoarder. I don't know about you guys, but I could open my own scrapbook store with all the paper I have in my house. My husband says, when's enough? But then he says, order whatever you need, sweetheart, anything you need. And I'm like, don't tell me that because I'll just keep going. I don't know what else to do. I don't really buy anything else. I don't know about you guys, but I would rather buy scrapbook supplies than anything else. Let me peel the sticker off. I guess I cut through the sticker and I was not expecting that. It's not going to make a difference. I just don't know. I know over time that stickers lift when the adhesive wears off. Not me concentrating really hard. It's just like on the peach paper, all of them have stickers too, just the color and the skew and all that stuff. So for the ears, I don't think it matters, but I put the flatter part up facing upwards and the rounder part down. I really don't think it matters as long as you got one on each ear, honestly. I hope everybody is doing well. Not another sticker. Everything here has been great. I had surgery. Right now I have an external bladder pacemaker in. It is taped to my back. It is very hard to sit down. I'm sitting on the edge of my chair. I tried standing up, but my chest bumps the camera. And I don't know if any of you guys are well endowed upstairs, but yes, my chest moves the camera all around. And I was a little nervous on doing my 12 by 12 cardstock shop videos because my chest was getting in the way of everything and how high I had to put the camera up. It was just not the best quality with the distance. So we're holding off on that. I should start recording here after next week for them once they take my bladder pacemaker out. It's not the permanent implant yet. Right now it's just the trial. I was in the bathroom 3 to 5 times an hour, which got to be a little tedious. And this now makes it where I'm in the bathroom every 4 to 6 hours. I'm actually able to hold it. So if you women have leaking or whatever the case be, dribbling, frequency, urgency, definitely talk to your doctor about a bladder pacemaker. I swear to the high heavens that it is the best thing that I've done. And I'm glad after my bladder lift that it was even a thing. But it's just because of how long I waited for the bladder lift. The sensation, I'm not able to hold it very long yet. So this was just the best way to fix it. The battery lasts 10 to 15 years and it's all ran off of a wireless cell phone. And I can adjust it to whatever settings I need to be for each occasion. But it's a set it and forget it kind of thing. You don't have to run around with a device, and you never have to touch it once the settings are good for you. But enough of that. I'm doing great. My karma's good. I'm a happy camper. My husband will be home Saturday morning, so I'm excited about that. We get to have our date night as usual. We try to do it every time he comes home. His mom bought me flowers today just because, and came by and made sure I didn't need anything. I'm very fortunate, I must say. But my husband, he is a mama's boy, but his mom absolutely adores me. So we're definitely in a good place. So now we have identical twinsies here. I'm going to take his hands out. And when I ink everything, I just throw it in the buckets. My buckets are from Arby's. I order the macaroni and cheese just for the buckets. My daughter normally eats the macaroni and cheese. I know she's going to be like, don't throw me under the bus like that. I'll order them for her. Sometimes me once in a blue moon. And then I just tell her, I don't need the lid, just the bucket. So now that we glued his arms behind him, again, the color caramel, I'm running out of it, so I'm going to have to switch my browns. And my football is in a discontinued color. It is called walnut. It is no longer around, sadly. I searched even Joann's for it. So let's find you guys, what color would I use? I would use probably mocha. Unless you guys want it a little bit darker, then that's going to be Maple Syrup by Encore. But mocha is going to be the closest color to it. And for American Crafts, the closest color, I would go with the truffle, honestly, and use a darker brown to go around it by American Crafts. Yeah, I would go with the truffle and just use a darker brown because that'll pull your darker browns out of your paper. Any questions, let me know in the video. He goes together super simple. He's already done, and the set is absolutely adorable. I've been very busy, if you've seen my Facebook. I stand up to scrapbook right now, except I'm just sitting down for video purposes, but let's make sure not to glue him to my glass mat. And I tell everybody use a glass mat. They wipe up easy. You preserve your inks because you're not actually inking paper that it's on or something that's wipeable. A styrofoam plate, a glass plate, just something that's going to allow you to keep your inks as long as you can, because when you use a pom-pom and you go around it, you're getting the edges of this, but whatever it's laying on. And if you use paper, that's absorbing a lot of your ink. My inks, I use a mixture of Tim Holtz Oxide, not Distress Oxide because that's for water, and Oxide is archival. I use my Hero Arts and also my Memento inks. peanut brittle. Oh, his muzzle's in the color latte, and I use Memento peanut brittle to go around that. All the rest, like I said, is just a mixture of Memento and Tim Holtz. But any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Take care.